Hello guys, good afternoon. You are welcome to my channel, the Explicit Tutorials. And of course, for some days now, we have been looking at questions you are likely to see in the forthcoming BAL 101 examination. And I did promise that I shall be doing video on how you are to fill the OMR sheet. Now, OMR stands for Optical Mark Reading or Optical Mark Recognition. There are some universities that compile questions based on paper types. The paper types cut across A to E. It could be A to D as it depends on the department and university. Take for example Uniben. There are some courses offered Uniben that do not require paper type, and some courses Uniben do compile questions based on paper type. Chemistry, physics, mathematics do not have paper types, as well as PBB, that is plant biology and biotechnology. These courses do not have paper type. It means that my question 1 is also your question 1. My question 2 is your question 2. There are no differences. The questions are not scattered. But when you see courses that have, or when you see questions that come with paper type, you must be very, very scrupulous and sagacious in filling the OMR. This is what I mean. The moment you are given the OMR, the first thing you do is to look the left hand side of the OMR sheet. You see the written paper type, though it is usually A to D or A to E. Then you pause, don't shade anything yet. Then you'll be given the question paper. Then at the top of the question paper, that is your own now, at the top of the question paper, look at the paper type indicated. If it's type A, please, I'll beg you with my father's shoe, shade type A on the OMR. If it's type B, shade type B, and if it is type C, type D, or type E, shade it on the OMR. Now the reason is simply because if you should shade a different paper type, if you shade a different paper type which is not in the OMR, that is the question paper you are given, if it contains paper type C and you are shading paper type D, please get ready for next year. You have automatically failed that course. It is failure. There are no two ways about it. If mine is paper type A and yours is paper type B, my number 1 could be your number 50. My number 2 could be your number 30. So the questions are the same, but they are scattered randomly. They are arranged zigzagly. So you don't, that's why spying your neighbor or spying from your neighbor, you must be very careful. If your neighbor's own is paper type B, you can share. If yours is B and hers is B as well, you can share ideas. But please, I don't advise that. Study your books and be independent to avoid examination with malpractice. The moment you are caught, they don't argue. They'll give you a form. You fill it submissively. You don't argue. Do you understand? So the moment you are given a question paper, check the top side of the paper, of the question paper. The paper type indicated there, that is what you are to shade in the OMR. Why? It is to avoid what? Failure. And secondly, the moment you are given the question, the OMR, looking at what I have here, you can see I have question 1 to 100, though it's a bit not clear, but I'm using this OMR. This is not Uniben's OMR, but I'll use it to explain 1 or 2 things. There are 2 things you must not forget on the day of your exam. You can forget your name, You can forget your first name, you can forget your middle name, you can forget your surname. But there are two things you must be very careful. One, your matric number. Two, your paper type. You can forget your date of birth, you can forget any other thing on earth. But the moment you are giving the OMRO, you must shade correctly the matric number. Now, those of you in one relationship or the other, don't allow anybody offend you, so that the moment you enter the exam hall, you will not be confused, you will not be depressed or frustrated. That's why you must pay proper attention to this video. Do not skip it. Now, a space will be provided for your name. That is, I'm talking of the OMRO now. On the OMRO, a space will be provided for your name. A space would be provided for your matric number. It will be provided for your faculty. For example, Faculty of Life Sciences is what? LSC. LSC. So all of these are what you are going to see on the OMRO. And please, if you are shading, you must use HB pencil. Why are you using HB pencil? It is brighter. It is brighter. Do not shade two answers, two options. It is zero. It is failure. If you are shading option A, make sure you are not shading option B. If you made a mistake in shading option B when you ought to have shaded option A, please make sure you erase option B very well. You should erase it properly so that it is only option A that will not be seen clearly. Do you understand? So paper type A is what you must be very, very careful about. Your question paper, if it contains paper type C, Oga, I'm begging with my father's shoe, shade paper type C on the OMRO to avoid failure. If you don't do this, forget it. Your commitment is zero. You have automatically carried the course over. And what I'm explaining has led to the failure of so many students. Scholars who have read so much, they've burnt the midnight oil, but because they are not exposed to all these nitty-gritties regarding courses that go with OMRO, you see them having E's and F's in simple courses. Now, they didn't fail because they never read for the exam. They failed because they were not aware. They didn't know of all these hidden truth. You get. So please, this is how you should go about it. If you do not understand, if you're on my WhatsApp group, I shall open the group by 9 p.m. tonight. If there's any question you have to ask about the OMRO, you drop it on the WhatsApp group. But if you are not on the WhatsApp group and you want to be, you would love to be added, just chat me up on 091 68 65 1124 or 091 573 105 34. I take the numbers again: 091 68 65 1124 or 091 573 105 34. Do have a wonderful day. And if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, do so that when I upload new content, you would be notified by YouTube. Do have a wonderful day.